How to field slow rollers in youth baseball. Coming up next. If you watch enough baseball video clips, you're bound to see this move by great players on slow rollers. It's a very difficult move, and it's one youth players should avoid. I don't want to leave the impression that players shouldn't know how to do this, because it is something that might be required. Just avoid it whenever possible. You'll see why in a sec. I never liked seeing kids field like this during practices or in tryouts, but others say that the move can impress scouts and college coaches. I can't speak to that, so maybe don't take my word for it. But we're not talking about high school varsity players here. We're talking about youth players. A quick point to make before we start. I don't like to show youth players doing something wrong, so before we begin, the player in the clips is a great baseball player who is the shortstop on a team in the West Regional Championship game. You don't get that far with poor players. Here is the first clip.
With bats. Out to shortstop, Francisco Rivero.
You see that he fields the ball straight at it and then throws off his right foot, moving away from the throw. Our second clip happens in the third inning.
One hopper out to short, speared by Rivero. Safe at first, ball gets away, but Eloy's going to make the wise choice and stay at first.
After this play, the coach comes out to the mound.
A visit from the manager of Arizona, Francisco Rivero.
I just want to give you a little break right here. Bebo, you got to stop making some fancy plays. You got to make that real play. You got to go one hand semicircle and throw hard at first. Hey, we need to put this guy to roll the ball down.
A lot of information there.
I like it. I like it. And basically what he felt that Rivero was fielding that ball. He had so much confidence in his arm strength that he could continue the momentum toward the line and still get the out. He wanted him to circle that ball, field it coming in.
The third clip again in the third inning. So the player didn't listen and still fielded straight at the ball and threw off his right foot. Finally, in the fifth inning, we see the following player field and throw.
Base.
Maui. Towards deep short, backhanded stab. Guillen, great play.
It's a different shortstop, as the original shortstop is pitching. While it's not a slow roller, we do see him set his back foot and make a good, accurate throw. Finally, the last inning, and our original shortstop is back and fields for the last time.
In the bottom half, first pitch swinging, ground ball to short. Throw to first is in time by Rivero to win the threats.
This again wasn't a slow roller, but I did want to finish on a positive note. He initially wanted to go to second for the last out, but made a good judgment that first would be a more likely out and made a great throw. Finally, the following game, we see the correct way to field a slow roller.
And Crane even makes an attempt.
I like that effort.
Ooh, that's a big play.
Slow roller, Calandrelli fielded cleanly to first base. High throw. Good job by Pfeffer to hold the bag. And two men down. They look real clean defensively this inning.
Boy, this is a slow bounding ball. Great pitch by Anderson. They get a good hitter bounding the ball. He has one idea, and that's to charge the ball. Look at him look in there. Look at him set himself and fire the ball. He had no thought process to go to second. He knew. He's been there before. He knew the speed of the ball. But this is impressive stuff.
You'll notice that he comes around the ball and fields it so that he's moving in the direction of the throw. He sets his feet and gets the out. This is how you want to field anytime you can. Getting fancy, and not only do you not get the out, the runner often ends up on second. To teach this, we will set up a cone that will require the fielder to run around the cone before fielding. It's a very common infield drill, and you should be doing it with any players even moderately advanced in the game.